Our complete setup is based on Python. So first of all, I'll tell you regarding Python environment framework. As Python is mentioned to be the topmost environment framework when it comes to the consideration with respect to data science and data visualization, because it is the open source framework. The other important thing which is needed to understand that why Python is considered as the important framework. There are other scripting languages also. Well, in that case, I'll tell you that Python has several features that make it well suited for learning and doing things like data scientists or data science have a plus point with. That first thing, it's like it's free. Second, it's relatively simple to code. It's very easy to understand. The syntax, whichever it is given, it is very easy to understand. And it has lots of useful data science related libraries. So I can say that Python is like something which is very pleasant, better designed, and just more fun to code in. So that is why the goal of this complete course is not to teach Python. It's like to understand Python with data science. So for the installation, we need to have an environmental setup. So I have taken the Python 2.7.4, which has already been installed in my system. So what I'll do, I'll go to my command prompt and take a normal command prompt. This is my command prompt, and here I'll check Python. So on clicking it, you get the Python terminal, and over here you will be using the Python code. So for printing a particular line, say hello world, it is print hello world, and after that you get the output which is mentioned over here. So after downloading this installer, it is a very simple installer. It helps you to install it. And the next important thing is that you have to go to your particular PC control, or we can say like this is my PC, and over here in the properties section, you need to add up the Python environment variables over here in the path. As you can see, the Python environment variables is set up over here in C drive with the folder name as P27. This environment variable, this two paths needs to be added over there, so that in the command prompt you automatically get that Python has been installed successfully. So this was a simple example with a hello world declaration. After that, the next things which comes into picture is about getting into the script. So we have a folder which has already been declared, and here we'll create a first script as hello world.py. And here we'll start with our first script of Python. So that is mentioned like what we did in our command prompt. The same thing we'll be doing here with print hello world. This is my first script in Python. So now what we'll do, we'll go to our command prompt. So this is my command prompt. I have already been redirected to the Python scripts folder. And for running a Python script, I need to mention over here as in the command prompt Python hello world.py. So hello world, this is my first script in Python. So this is how it is executed. So we saw even in the command prompt, normal command prompt, by entering the Python mode, or we can say the Python shell, over there also with the same function the output has been depicted. To exit from the loop, you have to do Ctrl Z so that it will exit you from the Python prompt. So in this way you can manipulate, and the upcoming chapters we will be focusing on creating scripts and the output by running Python and the file name. The file name is given with the extension .py. So this was a simple first example of Python. Next chapter we'll start with the various loops of Python. Later we'll understand about the functions and the object-oriented concepts of Python. So let's get started in the next chapter.